I got hoes in Atlanta. Rolling with 65 crackers. I got hoes in Atlanta. Not to be confused with Santa. I got hoes in Atlanta. I'm not talking about Hannah Montana. All right. They make it sound easy. It's not as easy as it sounds. How's everyone doing? Here's a video from... I already forgot. Who is it? I'm going to remember. I'll put it on the screen. How can I forget? What a dummy. Anyway, this auditor is doing his typical auditor stuff. The auditor I put on the screen right here so you guys can know who it is. Since I'm pushing 50 and I don't know what I can't keep two thoughts together. But he's doing his auditor thing. They're at a gas station. He's asking them their badge number and stuff. And they're like, they don't believe that they have to follow their own policy and identify. So now he's recording this cop and he immediately flashes the flashlight in his camera. He tells him it's prior restraint. And then he gets out of the car and starts saying all kinds of stupid stuff. Typical of ignorant cops who live in their own world instead of reality. So I'm going to be commenting. I'm going to be pausing. If you don't like it, click the link in the description and watch it without me. In the meantime, here we go.
Childish games. That's Mesa PD for you guys. Why don't you guys go ahead and call flood them now? Thank you. You're helping me get a better view of that cracked windshield you got you're driving with there. Appreciate it. All right.
Oh, now that's an emergency. All of a sudden, we have emergency lights on.
All right, there we go. Can you put the siren on too? Can we hear it too? Yeah, guess what? I got a flashlight filter on my phone, jackass. You're cute though. See, and this is why we show up on scene and give you guys a hard time, because you guys act like this. If you guys would just do your jobs, we'd be all right. Oh, he's cute. Oh, this Officer Mad Dog here, guys. Remember, get that license plate. I gave you the license plate, right? Just get that license plate number again for him one more time.
Illegal tint, but they're sovereign citizens, so they can have illegal tint. They don't have to follow the laws.
So that's going to be vehicle Charlie Kilo 70938, guys. Arizona plate. And what's funny is October of 19 tags on the vehicle too. Wow. So we'll just
expired tags and illegal tint? Oh man, must be nice to be a sovereign citizen.
come over here. Let's check him out again, guys. Okay.
Does the typical let me swing the door all the way out. Hopefully it'll hit him and then I'll blame him for me hitting him with the door. That's another common police tactic.
So at a certain point, you're now just interfering with what I'm doing.
There's no interference.
Blue ISIS flag on his chest. Interfering is nonsense. He's not physically getting in between him and his job. And he's about to really start making a fool out of himself right here, this cop.
The physical activity.
Okay. So you know how you have a flashlight in my face?
I don't have a flashlight in your face. I have
Yes,
a camera on.
You have a flashlight on. It's in my face.
Don't touch my camera.
So I didn't touch your camera. I went like this to show you that there's a light on. See how there's a light on?
There's a light on, yeah.
So there's a light on. So
is it illegal?
Yeah. So you can see what he's recording. It's illegal for you to shine a flashlight into somebody's camera for no reason other than you're a little butthurt piglet.
Is mine illegal? You're yelling.
Well, actually, I'm a member of the press. Yours is illegal. It's called prior restraint. It's called prior restraint.
Here we go with the stupidity. Press pass. There's no such thing as a press pass, people. It's called the First Amendment to the United States Constitution. Freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, freedom of press. And I really got to think of an acronym. Press, speech, free, assembly, press, speech, religion, right to redress grievances. There it is.
Can I see your press pass?
You know that there's no organization that issues an official
Then
press
how are
pass,
you
correct?
a member of the press?
Because as an American, the day you're born and have the capabilities to gather content and publish it, you're press. You don't even have to publish it. You can just gather content.
collect information that's of public interest, and I disseminate it to the public.
If you say you're a member of something, I'd like to see the credentials that prove that you're a member of.
You're an imbecile. You're a member of the press too. Everyone in America is a member of the press if they choose to exercise so. Again, all these idiots that have costumes on and robes, these are the sovereigns of America. These are the sovereign citizens who live in their own narrative, their own world. It's not reality. It's not even the law as it's written. It's just their feelings and their opinions are what matter, and not the actual history of the United States and what they swore to preserve, protect, and defend.
There's no organization that gives credentials, so...
Well, don't throw out flippant comments that you know not to.
The only flippant comment that was made is, show me your press credentials. That's the only flippant comment that was made, because there's no such thing in public. Press credentials are to ID yourself to a private event if you're on a list to be in that private event, because you don't have a right as a free press to go into private events.
True.
It is true. I am a member of the press, actually, and I do independent stuff for some of the news stations as well.
But here's what you can't do. You can't stand here and shine a flashlight into my car while I'm in it, and you're shining it in my face. Well, that's why I can go like this.
No, that's called
you
private
get
restraint.
upset.
There's a difference.
How's there a difference?
Because you're blocking his camera because your butt hurt. He's recording matters of interest, public interest, under the law. That's the difference, Piggy.
There's a federal law
that says what? You can shine a flashlight at me, but I can't shine one at you.
Correct. That's exactly right.
I'm collecting information that's of public interest to disseminate to the public.
Well, it's not.
Now you're trying to blind. Now you're trying to blind my camera. That's exactly what you were doing.
It's pointing right at your face.
Oh yeah. Now it is.
You're just
but when
mad.
I was out there, no.
You're just mad because I walked by you and I didn't interact with you the first time.
No, I asked for your name and badge.
No, you're just mad because you think you're above everybody.
No, I hadn't interacted with you at that point.
It doesn't matter if a member of the public asks you. That's what your policy states.
No.
It doesn't have to be. I don't have to be part of the call for you to identify yourself.
I didn't say whether or not you were part of the call. I said I hadn't interacted with you.
Well, now you have. What's your name?
It's Sergeant Harris 16816.
Okay.
Oh, what a shocker. He's a sergeant. Isn't it funny when they become corporals and sergeants, they become worse cops and more malicious towards the public?
You guys might want to brush up on your policies, I'm just saying.
I appreciate the advice.
You know? And that's what I'm saying. You guys wouldn't get this pushback if you guys wouldn't say nothing when we show up to scenes and record.
That's very true. It's your actions that made auditors come out of the woodwork. That made us come out, show the rest of the American people that recording in public's not illegal just because the police say it is, and that they lie on a regular basis, and they hurt and they lie in court, and the judges lie in court, and none of them are held, not none of them, but the overwhelming majority of bad behavior by cops and unconstitutional actions goes unpunished. That's the facts that we've exposed as auditors. And you don't like it, so you're trying to blind us, silence us, and censor us, just like Facebook and everybody else. You guys have something to hide.
True.
Yeah.
No. Because I didn't say a word to you, and you flipped me off and started screaming at me. So.
Oh no, I flipped you off when you started.
No, your actions.
First of all, flipping you off is a freedom of speech issue.
Hold on. I never said anything about your ability to speak. Okay. You said I would not be getting this type of response had I not interacted in such a way. I'm pointing out that I had not interacted in any way whatsoever, and that was the response you gave me.
No, the response was to your flashlight shining in my face because I'm trying to video
counteracting your flashlight, which is looking.
Flashlight is counteracting. Talk about some cop-splaining right here.
Inside of my vehicle.
And I'm allowed to look inside your vehicle.
And I'm allowed to use my flashlight.
Not to obstruct the camera, you're not.
Agree to disagree.
It's a federal law. It's Title 18.
Agree to disagree. So he disagrees with well-established law as a law enforcement officer.
Okay.
I mean, you might want to read up on it, so.
I appreciate the advice. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No.
Okay.
Just gonna stand here and do my thing. I'm not one of these auditors that show up and start just cussing you guys out from the get-go. That's not me. But when you guys start not identifying yourselves, you guys, I mean, what are you guys hiding from? You guys are supposed to be having this whole transparency thing, right? That's why there's a divide between the public and the police. There's supposed to be this whole transparency thing, and you guys don't want to be transparent. You guys won't even identify yourself to members of the public when they ask you. Oh, no more comments?
Now he's going into full Scientology mode. When they get hit with reason, they either turn into Scientologists or they pull the old, okay.
I got lots of battery life. I can stand here just like you as well, so.
So what's he doing now? This is his ego making him stand there. He can't just go about his job. He can't give his name when asked, even though they don't want to follow their own policies, much less the law as it's written. And they don't want to know the law because they just want to create law out of thin air and act on their emotions. How are you going to agree to disagree that as a public servant, you're allowed to block somebody's ability to engage in their First Amendment with your flashlight? Because you have no clue. That's why.
That pose is going to make a great thumbnail.
Too bad it'll be clickbait. There won't be anything going on with it.
Oh, there's nothing going on? You guys didn't try to violate my rights? Your officers didn't try to tell me to stand back? You guys haven't engaged with me poorly? You're not shining the flashlight, obstructing my camera, you know, which is violating federal law, you know? So.
Awkward silence much? Everything he said is factual. Again, you guys live in your own world, upside down world.
And you know you got a big crack in your windshield there, right? Isn't that an obstruction of view or something, you know, that you give somebody else a ticket for?
Vehicle's not mine.
Oh, it's not my car, so I'm going to pull that excuse. Oh, this is my wife's car. Sorry. Have a good day. Again, sovereign citizen right there. I can roll around with it because it's not my car. It is your car. I thought you guys pay taxes. Oh, wait, you don't pay taxes. We pay your taxes, too.
But you're operating it, correct? And you are a sergeant, right?
Awkward silence. This cop's getting completely owned. Everything he said is wrong, backwards, and unreal, and not realistic in any way, shape, or form. And now it's just straight ego holding him here now.
So, I mean, you being a supervisor, I mean, you'd think you'd know better. So you're saying it falls to the owner of the vehicle? That's correct, right? So you're going to write the city of Mesa a ticket for having a cracked windshield? Fix a ticket? No?
Again, go watch my through night flashlight review video, and you can get yourself a very powerful headlamp to counteract his flashlight, so to speak. Or you could get yourself the through night TN36 11,000 lumen flashlight, since now they want to play when all else fails, blare a flashlight in somebody's face like an imbecile. You've made a complete fool out of yourself, Sergeant Dummy.
I guess his ADD kicked in again. Sergeant's pretty good, pretty slick there. Let me look at my watch so I can tilt the flashlight up higher towards the camera because I lifted my camera up higher. He's pretty good.
I mean, this is an imbecile right here. This is what you got left in your arsenal? This is it? Right there?
What they don't get is they give us the content for our channels. We showed up, recorded, and they didn't say nothing. Nobody would watch our channels. We wouldn't have any subscribers. Nobody would think twice on clicking and watching, but no. They want to act like this. That's what happens when you go unchecked for so long, and then once people start trying to put those checks back out there, then yeah. He's got his partner over there still watching, making sure the camera doesn't hurt him.
Like, so why are they still there exactly? What's going on? Just so he could stand there and have a standoff? A flashlight standoff? Again, Sergeant, you're the one making a fool out of yourself because you guys can't control your emotions. You're supposed to be neutral as police. You're not supposed to be aggressive bullies who use violence and any tactic they can to thwart the freedom they swore to protect.
They already had the person in custody. Took her away relatively quickly. I would have been out of their hair, but no, they have to say something. Again, Mesa's finest for you guys. They like to ask questions, but not answer them. I hope you do have your body camera on, because you are engaging with me, so. And I will be FOIA requesting that as well. You'd think him being a sergeant, conduct himself a little differently, but must be buddies with Deuce, huh?
Oh, he finally shut off his flashlight? You realize how stupid he looked doing that? So at this point, he walks over to the other cop car, records that guy. He gets a little bit salty and stares him down like a robot, typical of police. Another tactic they like to use. They go all Scientologist on you and just stare at you like they're going to hurt you with their vision or something. Anyway, there's a lot more to this video. If you want to see what happened before he got the flashlight deal going, go to AZ Avenger, watch the rest of the video, subscribe to him, tell him I sent you. I think he rolls with Direct D sometimes. I like what I'm seeing, I like what I'm hearing, and he caught this cop making an absolute fool of himself and showing his ignorance of the laws and how he could care less about the oath he took to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Love you long time. Have a good day. Peace and tranquility. Bye.